Hi friends, welcome back to Nessa's Nook. So today my brother-in-laws are over and I wanted to make just a super simple lunch. And usually this is something Mark and I would have occasionally for dinner. It's just the SOS or crap on the shingles or whatever your family happens to call it. But I'll show you what I'm going to be doing over here. Hopefully it's going to be enough to feed everybody. I'm sure it's fine because it's only a lunch, but I'll bring it down here and show you what I'm going to do. So I have my pan out here. And I'm going to go ahead and put in a little bit of oil because everybody that knows I pre-cook my hamburger. And there's not usually the grease in here to go ahead and put the flour on it. So I'm going to go ahead and what I'm just going to be doing obviously is I'm going to be warming up the hamburger. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and throw a little bit of oil in here. And I'm going to go ahead and break this up. Get this all nice and warmed up. And then I'll be showing you the next steps of, what I'm going to be doing. I'll just go ahead and get this all nice and broke up. And I'll be right back. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cook up some peas to go with lunch. And I'm going to go ahead and I put some butter in there with some pepper. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and salt and pepper the meat here. I really like a lot of pepper in this gravy. Not as much salt, but I do like a lot of pepper. So you're breaking this up some. I think my husband likes having his brothers over here because he gets to eat peas more often as a vegetable. But let me be right back. Alright, so this is actually getting warmed enough to go ahead and do this. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to spread some flour over the meat. And I always try to make sure that I brown this flour because when you just automatically just throw milk on there, the meal can taste kind of funny. So that probably would have been a good 1/4 cup of flour. And I'm just going to go ahead and cook this in. The flour is gonna soak up all that oil that I did, the olive oil that I did put in here. And I'm just going to go ahead and let this actually cook for probably about a minute or so. And you can see it already soaked up all that flour. So it'll work really easy when you go to make the gravy a little bit thicker. Alright, so that's actually cooked long enough. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting some milk in here. I guess you could probably say this is actually called milk gravy too. I have always kind of really liked this meal. This is something my mom made. I know my sister was always kind of really afraid to make the gravies homemade. But it's really, the gravies homemade are very simple to do. And obviously I don't put in more milk to begin with because I don't know if I'm going to need more milk or less. It's easier to add than it is to go ahead and, try to put more flour in there and just make things thicker. So it's easier just to go ahead and start off with less milk and get it nice and thick. I'm getting all those where it kind of like was starting to brown on the bottom of the pan. I'm getting that taken off here. The peas are warmed up. I'm just going to be going ahead and doing some instant potatoes, and you can see that's already starting to thicken up nice. I will probably have to put a little bit more milk in here to actually make this a little bit thinner once this actually thickens. And you'll know once you make this a few times if it, you know what I'm saying, you'll know how much you make for your own family. And this is like going to be more than what I normally make because my brother-in-laws are here. It's not just my husband and I today. So this is like what I would consider a double batch. So I'm going to go ahead and keep letting this get thicker while I keep stirring this so the milk doesn't burn, and I will be right back. While I'm waiting for the gravy to thicken, I'm going to go ahead and make up these potatoes, and I'm just going to be doing 2 packs of the garlic roasted potatoes. Mark and I really like these garlic roasted ones. Each pack requires you to have 2 cups of the hot water, and for those who have been watching me know I have the instant hot water for my sink. So I just pour the water in there. So that's, 4 cups of water. I'm still amazed. I don't know whoever thought of doing this, honestly. But, I mean, it's so weird how you can take a package and all of a sudden it just becomes, potatoes. It never ceases to amaze me whatsoever. So usually sometimes I do put in sour cream. Sometimes I put in butter. Sometimes I put in milk. I just feeling lazy, so I didn't do any of the above. But I like how that just still gets thicker as a little bit of time goes by. And that should be enough potatoes for our lunch just today. Alright, so I got the potatoes on the plate here. Nice if I actually shut the gravy off. And go ahead and put some of the peas on here too. And here is lunch today, some SOS with some peas. Thank you very much for stopping by. I hope you have a very blessed and wonderful day.